Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Now I'm popping by today to go through my new release. I'm delighted to say I've got a new release. It's been showcased on a preview show on Monday the 16th of October with the rest of the AALLandCreate team's new releases. I also have shows just to showcase my releases on the 18th of October, and those shows are at midday, 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. But the actual products will be available to purchase from midday on Monday the 16th. So I thought I'd pop by and just go through a few of the stamps and also to show some of the samples, because I think that's what brings them to life. So first of all, I've got 4 A6 stamps and we'll go through those in detail. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 A6 stamps, and I've got a few A7 as well. So we'll start with the A6 stamps, and I'm sort of embracing the leaves this time. And the reason I've added leaves to my collection of stamp designs is that I can use the leaves standalone, or I can incorporate them with my florals or my background stamps, so they work beautifully as an extra to those. So first of all, I've got Leafle, which is stamp set 1004, and these will all be available in a bundle. And I also have a free gift with purchase. So if you purchase something from the show for my releases or during the shows that are live on the 18th or during the preview show, but not only during the shows, if you purchase between the shows or any time from the 16th of October from midday, so any time from midday, if you make a purchase, you will receive my free gift with purchase, which is a workshop, and I'll show you the cards for that workshop. So the minute these go live on the 16th of October, which is the Monday at midday, the free gift with purchase is available once you make a purchase. So the first stamp set I've got is Leafle. And I just love this stamp set. It's got beautiful leaves, a little floral, and I probably will do a separate video, maybe using this floral and some of the leaves. And it's got a lovely, it's just hidden there with the barcode. It's got a lovely circular piece that says leaf inside. So if I just bring these out, just grabbing the trusty tape measure. And we'll just grab a piece of white card just so that we're organised. So let's place that white card on there. Now the first design, so before we go through these, this video will be quite long because I'll be going through everything in detail. So we've got this beautiful leaf here, and there's a little bird here as well. So you could use this element on its own, and I just love the detail. It's got lots of little birds there dotted around as well. Now this stamp set, this stamp itself is 3.5 inches from top to bottom, and at the widest point it's 2.5 inches. So around about 2.5 inches in width and 3.5 inches in length. And it's just got beautiful detail on there, which you'll see from the samples. Then I've also added, let's just remove this. I love this sort of stamp here. The only problem is I need about 50 days in one day to do everything. So we've got this beautiful stamp here that coordinates with this as well. But these, let's just grab, of course I probably picked up the wrong file, but we'll see. There we go. Let's bring this out as well. So just so that you can see everything coordinates, I also have this stencil, which is Autumn Leaf Falls. And you can see these leaves and the leaves that with the rest of the release coordinate with this. So this stencil is a must if you want to add some other detail to coordinate with this collection. It just works beautifully. So that's stencil 177. So we've got this beautiful sort of detail here, which is just lovely. I absolutely love that. And that little stamp there in length is approximately 3¼ inches in length. Just so you've got some idea. So that's 3¼ inches in length. And then what you've got is you've got a lovely element that you can create a background with. So you can create a background with this element, and you could use that with your florals or with your leaves, so it can be used across the board. We've also got some sentiments on there which are not easy to read when you've used the stamps. Explore nature. No idea what this says because I've done that many stamps I can't remember. The best is yet to come. What does this one say? For someone special, 100% natural. And there's this beautiful little floral. And I think I'll do a little video that just incorporates that little floral. So there's a little floral there as well that could quite easily be a poppy. So yes, there's a lovely little floral there. I like to cram in as much as I can. And I think that's a really usable set. I really do think that's really usable. And hopefully when you see the samples, you will feel inspired. So this is stamp set 1004, and that's called Leafle. Now, all these will appear in the bundle. There will obviously be individuals for as long as stocks last for the individuals. I've then got another A6 stamp set, and it's called Scarecrow. And I love this. I love that. You can see I've created a little mask there of my scarecrow. Just love that. Now on here is a scarecrow. So you've got the silhouette and you've got the scarecrow itself. You've got the birds. You've got a little gate. And it says celebrate the colours of the season, which I just love. Spend time amongst the trees, scarecrow, meadow, and a few little bats there. Little bird just dotted on the scarecrow. Joy. It's not really he doesn't scare the birds off. Look, they're all sitting on him. So and then on this scarecrow, can you see there? I've added the little mouse just on top of his shoulders. I love these little details. So this is obviously called Scarecrow, and it's stamp set 1009. I'll just go through a couple of the measurements. Just adore this. I adore this because you can put him amongst florals or you can put him amongst foliage. I just think he's fantastic. So he is just over 3 inches. Just over 3 inches in length. Just love him. So we've got the 2 scarecrows, the lovely text, and the little birds in different sizes. And I love the little gate as well. Let's have a look at that. Just love the little dilapidated gate. Just love that. So this combines beautifully with your leaves, but also sort of tucking the scarecrow in things. Just works quite well as well. I will show you some samples with that because you can see how it works so beautifully. Let me just let me just pull out my little mask. I can't pick the stamp sets up now. Oh, I spend so much time trying to pick bits of plastic up. That's better. Okay. Let me just move that down there. And then my next A6 one is called Pointy Leaves, which is an Acer leaf. And again, I just love the detail in this. It's just got beautiful detail in there. It's just lovely. And it comes as a whole stamp apart from the sentiment. The sentiment says, valued for their attractive and distinctive foliage. And it's just a fantastic stamp. If I just take this all off here, like so. Look at the detail in that stamp. I just think that's gorgeous. You've got little leaves that you can cut out. You've got the circular element as well. You've got little leaves here. You've got the Acer word, maple, and then the sentiment. I just love that. It's very striking when it's stamped. And it's a whole piece. So sort of from top to bottom, it is 5 inches. 5 inches, and at the widest point 3 3/4 inches. So 5 inches top to bottom, which is a really good size stamp. Now that can be used standalone, or it can be used with the florals, and you can use it spring, summer, autumn, winter. It's just beautiful, and it doesn't date, which is what I particularly like. So that is called Pointy Leaves, and that is stamp set 1008. And you will see me use these quite a bit. Also, all the samples that I've made, I've also created a paid workshop with all of them, and I will show you which samples are in that paid workshop as well, and also which ones are in your free gift with purchase. I've then got, it's Acer Officer 1007, and again at this time it's a background stamp. So this background stamp, you could cut shapes out of it, you could cut sections out of it, and you can use it with the other stamps in the range, but also with your florals as well. So this is the whole stamp set, and it's got the Acer words in there, and I've sort of distressed some of those Acers as well, just so they look a little bit more distressed. So that's the whole of the A6 stamp set, which is 5.5 inches in length, and in width just over 3 3/4 inches, but 5.5 inches. So that's a beautiful size, and again looks really nice. Just if I just bring in, just with a background, just as a background element, it looks beautiful. Let me just place that back. So just as a background element, it looks fantastic. Let's just add these here. That's it. So then I'm going to my A7 stamp sets. So the A7 stamp sets, I've got 3 A7 stamp sets, just so that you can see them all together. 105, 106 and 1010. And again, they combine with my florals that are throughout the range, or with any background stamps that I've got in the range, with any stencils, and also with this whole bundle. But also, if you remember the stencil 177, it combines beautifully with these leaves. So it just extends that stencil even further. Right, so let's go through this one first. So this is called Turnover, and I just adore this. It's got the sort of mentioned seasons in there. It's got little tiny leaves, which are just very tiny. Now, this is the whole A7 stamp set, and it is in between. It's just over 3 3/4 and just before 4 inches, and almost 3 3/4 inches in width, and they'll all be that size. And it's just a beautiful detailed stamp. And when I was creating with it, to be honest, I could do that many samples, because when I start creating, the ideas just start to flow. And I love it when you've got a good quality, strong design, the designs do flow, which I absolutely love. And then we've got A for Acer, which is 1006. And this, again, takes up the whole of the A7 stamp set, but more open in design, as you can see. So you can use these circular elements on their own, but more open and more distressed in design, which I just love. Again, another beauty when it's stamped. It's absolutely glorious when it's stamped. So let's just place that here. So 4 A6 and 3 A7. And then we've got concentric petal. I couldn't say that at all. Concentric petal. And this is 1010. And this works beautifully. So it's a floral, but also it could quite easily be made into a poinsettia. If you wanted to extend it for Christmas, it quite easily be used as a poinsettia. And I just love that. And it's got details in there that work with my other A7 stamps, like the 30 days one, stamp set 922. It works beautiful with that as well. But you can see the beautiful detail in that. And it's a really good size stamp that you can break up again as much as you wish. Again, the samples speak for themselves. And if you look out for the design team samples, you will see they've created some beautiful samples, totally different to what I've created, which is part of the fun. So let's just move these. So next, I'm going to discuss the free gift with purchase. So the free gift with purchase from my release, from my products on the shows, but you can also purchase, please note, you can also purchase between the shows. So as soon as they go live on Monday at midday on the 16th of October, doesn't matter when you buy, the discount is applied. So the discounted price is valid from midday on the 16th of October. And if you buy just after the show, the discount applies. If you buy on Tuesday before my Wednesday shows, the discount applies. And also so does the gift with purchase. Now the gift with purchase, I've created a workshop for you with 3 cards. So you'll be creating the 3 cards in the workshop. And these are the cards that you'll be creating. And you can see I've used this stamp set. I've used my 30 days stamp set, and I've used the scarecrow as well, just so you can see that. And you can just see I've used the sentiment as well. This is some ephemera that I've got, some wording ephemera, but you can see the beautiful detail. I just absolutely love that. And that is your first card that you'll be creating in your workshop. The second card you will be creating is, let's just grab the A7s, is with this one and other stamps as well, but you'll be creating this card as well with this stamp set. So that's in your free gift with purchase. You can just see that there. I just adore that. There's the little bird as well from the scarecrow. So you'll be creating that in your free gift with purchase. And you'll also be creating this card as well. This is ephemera that I've got. Some wording ephemera. There's the little bird and there's the leaf again, which is this one. So you'll be creating 3 cards, which I think just work beautifully together. Let's just bring that in a bit. They just work beautifully together. And that's your gift with purchase. And that doesn't matter when you buy. The discounted price is valid from Monday the 16th of October at midday. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in my samples. So let's bring in the samples. Now all these samples that I've created are part of a workshop, a paid workshop. It's workshop 99 and it's £35. And I love this. I love how some of these samples have turned out. So this is one of the samples, and this uses this stamp set here. So I just love this. So it uses this stamp here, and we've got the sentiment here as well, and I've also got my folium stencil in the background, but just so that you can see the detail. I absolutely adore these leaves. I'm so chuffed with them. They just make me happy. But then creating makes me happy anyway. But just so you can see all that beautiful detail on that card. I think that's just lovely. So these are all in my paid workshop. So that's sample 1. And then sample 2, we're using the same leaf here. We've got the little bird from the Scarecrow set, and we've got 30 days stamp set #922. But I just adore, I loved how this turned out. I just absolutely love that. Just so you can see that. And I like to show these samples on a video, because once the samples have gone to the studio, they're then out of my hands. So I do like to show the samples. I just love that. So again, all part of the same workshop. So then my next sample, that uses, let me just lift this up, that uses this stamp set here, which I adore, absolutely adore. And just so that you can see, and I love just showing the samples, because in a video you can see the detail far, far better than any photograph. It just shows them so much better. But just so that you can see that, I absolutely love it. That stamp set makes me happy. And then you've got this leaf circle that I mentioned to you that we also like as well. Absolutely adore that. So let's just place that back. And then another sample. And you can see this, where are we? This is this background stamp. Can you see that there? That is that background stamp, working beautifully in the background. I've also got that 30 days stamp set 922. And then we've got the leaves just there. It makes me so happy. I just love how they all turned out. So now let's have, which one have we got now? So we've got a sample now with this floral, incorporating the Scarecrow. So incorporating the Scarecrow, this leaf, this is how much you can use these stamps, and the background stamp all in one sample. So let me show you again. This is that sample. Just love this floral, just so that you can see. And I do love doing a video because it just shows things in detail. You can really give some close-up detail of your samples. I just love the little scarecrow. I just think he's fantastic. Just so you can see that. The samples definitely just show them off perfectly. So that's another card that's in the workshop. Let me just... And then showing that floral again. So showing this one again, the concentric petal 1010. Showing that again, but with my quill ends and using it as a background stamp. So using it as a background, but also as a focal image in the foreground. And just so you can see that. It just works beautifully. But that could quite easily be a poinsettia, quite easily, no problem at all. But I love how it can be used. Just that A7 stamp set just works brilliantly as the background, but also as the focal image. So let's move that. Trying to keep these in some kind of order. She says, note the word trying. So now, which one have we got now? It is using this stamp set along with some ephemera. Is it that stamp set? Yes, it is. It's that stamp set. So this one, again, is in your workshop. Just so you can see. There's that little bird again. Here's the smaller leaves, which is these leaves here. So the smaller leaves. But just so that you can see. Just some of those smaller leaves. And I just love the detail that you can show just from a video. I just think it shows far, far better in a video. Just absolutely love that. There we go, just so you can see that. Again, that is in your workshop. The next sample beautifully uses this background stamp. Really just love it. It also uses this stamp set here, but it also uses the crow. Do you get it? Scarecrow. So I had to use the scarecrow. Scarecrow. Sorry, that made me so happy. Scarecrow. I know, it doesn't take much to make me happy, does it? But that makes me happy. Just absolutely love that. It makes me very happy indeed, that does. Really love it. Just really does make me happy. And then you can see the sentiment again. But look at that background stamp. Isn't that beautiful? Just a beautiful background stamp. I just think it's gorgeous. Absolutely love that. There's my little scarecrow again. But I loved that scarecrow. Sorry, I'm going to keep saying that. But again, this is in the workshop. Let's move to our next sample. This one shows how you can use the acorn along with the scarecrow and the bird. And look at that leaf background stamp again. That leaf background stamp is divine. I absolutely love it. But it shows how you can mix it old and new together. Just absolutely love that. And that again is in the paid workshop, workshop 99. And then showcasing the little gate with the leaves, again in the workshop, the paid workshop. Just look at that leaf, just love that. The little bats, the bird, the gate, the scarecrow. And this is from my Tree of Life stamp set. Just love that. And I will add my affiliate link, because if you buy anything using my affiliate link, then I get like a little small percentage. But I will add that. But yes, that's Tree of Life. But just so you can see that. I just love this. Isn't it? I just love it. So happy with these. Look at the little mouse. That makes me happy, that does. Doesn't take much to make me happy, but that does. And then a different variation of the scarecrow, just so you can see his hand is loose. We've got the little gate on there, the Tree of Life stamp set, the 30 days stamp set. I'm so happy with these stamps. I absolutely adore them. And again, this is in our workshop. I just love how the stencils can come into play as well. And then finally, one more card from the workshop, just in a different colour scheme. Just so you can see how I've combined old and new stamps. This is from my previous release from August. Can you see the hearts in the background as well? Just so you can see that. It's just so textural. It really is. There you go, just so you can see some of that detail just on there. Just shows how you can mix the old with the new, and just in a different colour scheme as well. So I hope the samples have helped to inspire you of how to use the product. Here's a little background I haven't done anything with before, and it's actually embossed. How do you, there we go. It's actually embossed with my heart stencil. And you can just see, you've got those hearts there, and you've got my leaf background stamp as well. Absolutely love those. So I like to come along and show a video because I just think it shows the samples far better in a video. If you've got any questions, please feel free to message me, no problem at all. I will leave my email in the description box just in case you'd like to join the workshop. I'll also leave my affiliate link in the description box for the AALLandCreate website if you want to buy any previous releases. And I will also add the link that takes you direct to my bundle to purchase at the reduced price from Monday at midday. And as soon as that comes available, I will add that to the description box just so that you can simply just click on that. So Abs will be doing the preview show on Monday the 16th of October, and then my products are then shown again on Wednesday the 18th of October, and they are shown at 12 midday, 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. So thank you everybody, thank you for stopping by and sort of going through things with me, and thank you for all of your support as always. For the past 7 years, it makes it possible for me to do what I love. So all that's left for me to say is love to all. I hope you enjoyed the birthday event, because it's our birthday event, October the 16th it begins, and it goes right the way through until Thursday. So love to all, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.